Hello, everyone. We're live. It says we have action. I have internet, so I'm home and above. We are going to talk about the perfect diet that doesn't exist. And so if you are jumping on here for the first time, as it says up above, just allow StreamYard access to your profile picture, and then I can see who's coming up on the screen, and we can have a chat. So I'm just going to add this little banner here at the bottom and see if it comes up. There we go. The perfect diet doesn't exist, as it says right there. So I'll just get the comments up here so that we can see. And let's get real for a second. You never get a diet that is going to let you eat everything that you want and lose weight. So how true is that? Let me know how you feel about that. Do you want a diet that you can eat everything? I mean, that would be swell. That would be really nice if you could eat everything and still get away with losing weight and staying on track with health and wellness, those things. My husband seems to be able to eat anything he wants and still stays the same size. So that's really not fair to the rest of us. So if we have not met before, my name is Heather Edmondson, and I have an e-commerce business in health and wellness, and I assist others to achieve their health and fitness goals by beating their sugar cravings through coaching, mentorship, and accountability. So if that sounds like something that would be a good fit for you, then by all means reach out to me and let's have a little chat. So like I said, we're going to talk today about the perfect diet doesn't exist. And I'm taking these from the chapters of this little book here, the emotional, I don't know if you can see it okay, the Emotional Eater's Book of Inspiration by Deb Danowski. And it's 90 truths you need to know to overcome your food addiction. So I'm sharing a chapter every day for 90 days, and this is day 10 of 90. So we're on a roll here, and I'm going to show up every day for you guys. So are you listening to this? There is no perfect diet. There is no magic bullet. The only way to become healthier is to shift your mindset. And it's a work in progress. You're going to have to work at it every day. It's not going to be easy. I'll tell you that right now. It's not just for a short space of time either. It's a new way of living, and you have to look at it as a healthy alternative to just a diet. A diet is usually for a short space of time, whereas changing your lifestyle, changing your way of thinking, changing your mindset will give you better results than thinking of it as a quick fix. So it's going to take as long as it's going to take for you to get there. And as I've mentioned before in some of my Go Lives that you may have caught, don't go by the numbers on the calendar either. That can throw you off track by thinking that you're going to lose X number of pounds in X number of days, because that can set you up for failure. What if you have a couple days where you put on a few pounds? As women, we go through different cycles in the month, and sometimes we gain weight and sometimes we lose weight. So if you want to set yourself up for a good roll here, please don't say that I'm going to lose X number of pounds or kilograms in a short space of time, because it just doesn't happen that way. You also need to eat the proper balance of food. People think, well, if I just cut out food and if I fast for longer periods of time, those things that you'll actually lose weight. But what happens is your body shifts into it's like a starvation mode. If your body knows that you're going to starve it for long periods of time, it's going to hang on to everything. So actually increasing the amount of calories that you have in a day, good calories, like not a lot of high sugar or high flour, salt content. As long as you're making good healthy choices and you increase your calories, then your body will be able to start going into a burn phase, and it'll actually burn more calories than it would by you decreasing the amount of calories. As long as you're adding in some type of exercise in there as well, increasing your heart rate, whichever way you prefer, walking, yoga, stretching, any of those. As long as you're increasing your heart rate for 30 minutes a day, then that's going to get your body, your metabolism revved up, and it's going to throw you into a burning phase. So like I said, sometimes we think that decreasing our calories is what we need to do, or starvation is what we need to do to lose weight, and actually that's not a healthy way to look at things. So let's be honest. eating your nutritious food and your exercise, along with the combination of portion control, is the right recipe for actually decreasing your body weight, decreasing your fat. There's no magic bullet. There's no magic wand I'm going to wave and make everything better. It all comes down to the choices that you're going to make for yourself, and the change and shift in your mindset to get you to the goals that you want to be. What goals you want to get to. So what I can suggest, and maybe you can take this to heart, is try some of these suggestions that I'm providing to you, and let me know. Give me some feedback as to how it works for you. And if you are jumping on here for the first time, please let me know that, so we can welcome you to our little group here, our little community. And we have a guest here today right now. Patricia has jumped on, and she said, just got home from the gym and I am doing well. Thank you very much, Patricia, for asking. So as I was saying, you'll have to catch the replay if you're just coming on here now, Patricia, to catch what I talked at the beginning. It's not going to be easy. Like I said, it's going to take hard work, and it's going to take commitment, and it's going to take you getting out of your comfort zone and looking at food in a different light. Look at food as more like fuel for your tank. You have to put the proper amount of fuel in your tank to get the proper burning effect of like an engine. If you don't have the proper fuel in your engine or in your tank, your engine's not going to perform to your optimal ability. So we have to make sure that we have the proper amount of nutritious calories going in to create that burn. We have to make sure that we're getting at least 30 minutes of exercise every day. And this is going to create new habits for you by doing all of these little steps that I'm suggesting that you try out. So don't lie to yourself. If you don't make the changes that I'm suggesting, then you're not going to create these new habits, and it's going to take time, and it's going to take the commitment. So your truth moving forward, I don't want to see you get stuck. I don't want to see you struggling to get over your hurdle or over the wall. I'm here to assist you the best way that I can. I have no magic wand, like I mentioned, to solve all of your problems, but maybe some of these tips will help you along your journey. You are the answer to making this work, because it's your choices that you make throughout your day or throughout your week or throughout your month that will get you closer to your journey, closer to your goal on this journey. So in life and in business, this also holds true. It's all up to you. Nobody else can hold your hand to make things better. We can help guide you along the way, but ultimately it comes down to your actions that you implement and put in place. Like Patricia just went to the gym today to get her exercise in. That's awesome. And it all takes the same thing by all of us. So we need to dive deep into what is the root of our underlying eating habits. Why do we pick an unhealthier choice over a healthier choice? Is it something that has been ingrained in us since we were younger that we don't even realize is causing us to reach out for that donut or that piece of cake and soothe ourselves, comfort ourselves with food? So we need to take a real reality check and look at ourselves deep and evaluate if we are actually doing some of these things. Develop an inner strength, and it'll help take the steps to overcome your emotional eating. Like I said, something could be buried down way deep in your subconscious, and you're not even aware of that you are reacting a certain way to somebody saying things that you right away want to go and grab that tub of ice cream out of the freezer and just scoop into it. And we have to have, maybe it might take a little bit of counseling or talking to a mentor or a coach to dig deeper and find some of these reasons why you may be reacting to things the way you do. You must confront them and deal with them first before you're ever going to be able to put them in the past and move forward and reach your goals. So it's always a choice. It's up to us. We never want to say, I can't. We got to get rid of that word, can't. I won't do this. It's not something that I could ever do. If it's important for me, if it's important for you, I should say, and it really you really want to make a difference, you will make the time in your day, because everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. You know, people will come up with all kinds of excuses. I'm too busy. I don't have time. My kids are running this way and they're running that way. But like I said, if it's important to you to make a goal and an effort for yourself to reach, then you will commit and make that time. Maybe you have to get up that half an hour earlier when the house is still quiet and get your workout in, or maybe you'll have to spend more time on the weekend preparing your meals or researching to find recipes that would fit in with what you are trying to reach for, and prepare, like I said, shop and prepare for the week ahead. And then you will become more successful with your goals if you actually prepare yourself ahead of time. Why not find an accountability buddy? I'll be your accountability buddy. You can reach out to me and we can chat every day if that's what it takes to help you make your goals. There are so many groups that actually do this type of accountability buddy or partner or those types of things. If you go into any kind of rehab or into like AA or any of those type of programs, they all have you hooked up with a sponsor or an accountability buddy. And if you feel yourself slipping, if you feel yourself reaching out for that, like I said, that tub of ice cream or those box of Oreos or the bag of chips or whatever your trigger is that sets you off, then reach out to your friend or your accountability buddy and give them a call, or try and shift that mindset. Break it, even if it's for 2 or 3 seconds. Take a pause if you're going to reach for that, whatever your trigger is, and breathe, count to 10. And that might be just enough to shift your mind into a different thinking pattern. You know how when somebody's training an animal, a dog or a horse or any of those, they do a or a click, and that's just enough of a snap in their frame of mind to set them off in a different pattern. It's a correction pattern is what it is. Is they do a correction to that dog when they're training it, or that horse when they're training it, to do jumps and those things. They give it cues by body language, and they give it cues by sounds that they make. Those sheepdogs that herd the sheep, they have whistles and clicks and all of those different things that they do, and the dogs will move one way and move the other way. It's the same thing, just shifting your mindset for that split second, and that might be enough to throw you into a different thing that you say, oh, I don't really need that tub of ice cream. I maybe just need to go and have a glass of water. Maybe my body is actually thirsty and I'm not actually craving ice cream. Maybe I just need to go for a walk and change your environment, even just for that split second. Get up from your desk if you're feeling in a rut while you're at work. Just get up from your desk and walk around the office. And you do that if it's not like we get winters here that are 40 below. You don't want to be dipping outside like that. But sometimes it's just a snap of fresh air that will throw your mind into a better frame of mind, and then you'll be able to continue on through your day or through your evening or whatever time of day it is that you have your weak points. So try that. Let me know how that goes. Try some of these different suggestions that I've given. Try not to have those temptations or those triggers in your home, like I've mentioned before. Don't bring that prepackaged or pre-processed food into your home if that's your downfall there. I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're living with your spouse or your partner, or you have a bunch of family, other kids or grandkids in the house, and they like some of those things. But it's good to teach them as well as yourself that you don't need those type of things to use as rewards. I know a lot of people, when they're, like, for example, when they're potty training their children, they will reward them with a sucker or an M&M or anything like that, and that is just reinforcing the fact that if I do something good, then I should reward myself with food. I've mentioned that before, and if you haven't caught that live, then you might go back in my lives and catch that one too, where I talked about rewarding yourself with food. And that's try something different. Try going and buying yourself a new workout outfit, or like I said, going for a walk or stretching or yoga. Like I said, just a brief mind shift just for a few seconds can create a new and healthier habit, a new way of thinking and viewing things, and replacing that old habit of, like I said, reaching for that tub of ice cream, or sabotaging yourself by going down that bad path, and then all you do is beat yourself up and feel guilty for the rest of the day. So find a plan that's going to work for you, and like I mentioned before, consult your doctor or your dietitian or your nutrition coach to make sure that this plan is going to fit for you, and that make sure that you're going to stay healthy and on track with that in case you're on any special kind of medication. And let me know how this works out for you moving forward. Like I said, the perfect diet doesn't exist. Sensible plans are what's going to get you through your goal. So I challenge you to commit to staying true to your goal. And my little quote for today is, you can overcome emotional eating and lead a life you've never believed possible. So I send it out there to you guys to have yourself a good rest of your day, whatever time of the day it is for you. If you're jumping in on here on the replay, please do let me know. And Mondays are important. Mondays are the beginning of the week, so don't miss them. Get your workout in, or your healthy meals for the day, your prep for the week, and go out there and be awesome, everyone. So have a good one, you guys. I have some PDFs if you're interested in any of those with recipes. I provide coaching and mentorship and accountability if anybody wants to be a buddy for that. I'm participating right now in this fitness and weight loss challenge, and tomorrow morning, because we didn't get home till late today, I will weigh myself and let you know how I'm doing with that, and do my measurements and let you know how many inches I've lost over the weekend for that. If you are wanting to increase your viewership on your page, if you're into a business, there's a 21-day video challenge, which is the best way to reach out to people. Video challenge that's happening starting August 19th to September 10th, and I can provide you with the information for that as well. So have yourself a good one, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at noon. I'm home now, so I can get internet. Thanks, Patricia, for popping on, and anybody else, and take care. Bye-bye.